The World Wrestling Federation, for over 50 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
What's our name?
We're men! Men on a mission!
Are you ready?
We're men!
Here we go!
Welcome to the New Generation podcast on the Backbone Wrestling Network. I'm Tim Slomka.
I'm JP.
Thanks for joining us again. As always, we're on the journey to relive the new generation era, find the best and some of the worst of the wrestling time period often forgotten. 92 to Bret and Shawn and Survivor Series 97. Look beyond the pay-per-views. Examine the weekly TV. See what worked, what could have worked, and what failed. JP, how was your holidays, Christmas?
Good, man. Yourself?
That was great. And great to be back after episode 100. So we're back at it in the new gen. The shit of the new gen.
yeah, you ain't lying. You definitely coined that correctly, but
yeah,
it's also that weird time of year too, where like you don't know what day it is. In between Christmas and New Year, like everything's
I'm working, but no one's working, so that and then you're like, how did they get 3 weeks? You hear them like, oh, they're coming back like January 15th. You're like, wait, that's more days off right then and there than I get the entire. Like you're like, how do people get this stuff? It just It's just bizarre time. Yeah,
it's like our job gave us the day after New Year's off, but then took one of our holidays. But like, it kind of turned into a vacation first week of the year. So So now I'm off until next Monday. Well, we don't. No one listening to this knows when we're recording, but it's just weird down here. I don't know. It's like you work, then it's Christmas, then you work, and then it's New Year's. It's just a
couple days off, and it takes it. And then everyone's like, well, I haven't caught up from my emails from when I was out. And it's like, all right, that's January 15th. Finally, like, it's all right, back to
and then nothing gets done.
Well, the same with my kids' school. It's like, oh, they're off a bunch of days, and they have like 1 week back, and then it's like, oh, I'm okay day. They're off again. All right.
Yep.
So, all good.
Yeah, buddy.
And if you hear in the background, I got a new puppy, and they are attacking each other. So
I'm man.
New recording situation. I just moved upstairs for the day, and if everyone hears some barking and some WrestleMania, the dogs are going at it. So
you're gonna be in for it.
Hopefully not too bad, but that's my life right now.
We have a couple in your houses to go before we get to Beware of Dogs. So.
Yeah, this is the new one. This is the Beware of Dogs. Right. I can't tell which one's a Bulldog fan and which one's not.
Right.
Let's see. So let's move to 95. 1995. So we got two superstars in a Raw. These are the final lead ups to In Your House 2. And then next week or next time we'll have In Your House 2. So we'll keep moving along. In the summer of 95. We start off with superstars. This is taped again, way back from past the day after King of the Ring from June 27th. So pretty stale. Back in Pennsylvania, their go-to. We get kind of a couple of random squashes to begin. We get, and this is always the end. This is the end of a taping. So it's just rough, these two shows. But we get first Man Mountain Rockout. They still kind of talk a little bit about him and Backlund, but that seems to even died. I don't even know if they fought, maybe the Action Zone, but it seemed like they had a little feud and it's over already. So he just does his thing. He and wins the match. He's always good. He's probably great at a house show, right? With him playing guitar, and he's pretty good at the guitar, so he's probably good at the house show. But kind of nothing squash. So
also, I don't know, like Man Mountain Rock, like I don't know for sure if the promotion is like a full-on kids promotion right now, or if like what it's geared towards. But I also don't know if Man Mountain Rock is a kids like he's a grunge rock guy, so I don't know if he's geared towards kids either.
Yeah.
Just a confusing character, kind of.
A little bit, but I think these things are kind of good. Just like crowd interaction, right? Kind of like the Nitro girls get picked. Beat apart a little bit sometimes, but it's like, especially during like this time where they have live ones, right? There's a lot of downtime, right? In between. And so kind of having some of these acts that get the crowd into it, I think are fighting it off, right? He's not going to be a world tender. He's supposed to be there, to keep the crowd entertained while they're setting something up. So I don't hate it that much. I think he's just not going to go anywhere. It seems like.
100%. He's not, yeah. He's wrestling in Mick Foley sweatpants. So
yeah, he knows what's coming. So.
Right, exactly. So yeah, after that squash, we get a Make a Difference Fatu vignette. So I think that was our first time of us seeing him in that gimmick. I'm guessing this is because he's going back to WCW. or I don't know if he goes yet, but I know he teams back up with Warlord like under a mask in WCW. So this is kind of his singles run for Fatu here. He's
Make a
kind of like,
difference.
he's on the streets, kind of talking to people, telling kids to not do drugs, that kind of thing. Actually, just got this figure too.
What'd you say again?
This figure just came out. I just got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I always laugh at this vignette because it makes it seem like it's from the hood.
Right.
And I grew up in the city of Chicago, and people always acting like, well, what was the city like? And I always like think of this, like going through these tough gangs and everything like that.
Right.
Really, really not. So
exactly. Yeah, it was a fabrication of sorts, you could tell, but I guess they're trying to be positive. I don't know where this like make a difference thing came from. I don't know like where their idea of doing this character. They probably wanted to do this with a black guy, and they're like, "Oh, that's racist," so we're gonna do it with a Samoan guy.
I'm guessing they were trying to they liked him and pull him out of the Samoan gimmick, right? I'm guessing that's part of it. It's like, hey, we like Fatu, let's bring him out of the Samoan gimmick.
Right.
I'm guessing that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
And maybe it is his backstory. Like they always say like what you are is what you are, but I'm not sure.
Well, they obviously, you saw in his later run in the Head Shrinkers, like he started doing the dancing and stuff like that. So maybe like how John Cena was rapping, right?
That's funny. You know, kind of where it goes later, where his biggest gimmick is kind of dancing.
Exactly.
So maybe it is some of that.
So maybe there's something there at a 4th of July party or something, like John Cena rapping at the Halloween party. But yeah, and we also get a Owen and Yoko squash. Really nothing there as far as the tag champs are concerned. And then after that, this is kind of interesting to me. We get a Triple H versus Duke the Dumpster Droese match, and I don't remember this feud starting this early.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right? Because it goes into 96, I think.
Yeah.
It has to, because at the Rumble they have so I was just like,
there's so much,
right. And I was just like, wait, well, no. Because Triple H is feuding with Godwin at the end of the year, so maybe
this is in between. Yeah, I think this is in between. Yeah,
right. So something happens. I don't know. I just didn't remember it being this early. So as dumb as this sounds, this is like my what am I like my landmark to know. This is definitely when I was watching week to week because I remember this feud. So this, as dumb as this feud is, and is not good as it is. It sticks out to me. So I was like, oh shit. So I was definitely watching week by week at this point. Definitely fighting kids in the neighborhood as wrestlers and stuff like that at this point. So, didn't realize it started that early. Trips bails out early, but Duke kind of chases him down. Pretty not the worst match, not the best match. Kind of fun. Like, I think Duke Josie is another guy that he kind of plays to the crowd pretty good. Even though his character is pretty terrible, but like he himself is a solid worker. And Triple H, obviously they're playing against the aristocrat versus the hardworking blue collar guy. Yeah. So
and same thing that happened with Henry Gardner, right?
Right.
Like,
so
they're like, hey, this is all we got. Is like, oh, let's fight him against these like commoners.
Right.
That's all Vince can think of.
Exactly. Yeah, and then the aristocrat wins. So so that's Vince 1-on-1 there. So he wins with the pedigree. Fun little match. Nothing crazy, but kind of getting Triple H a little push.
Yeah, my notes are that it's crazy Triple H wins and a clean win. Like, when does clean wins ever happen? And of course, in my parentheses say, is he already banging Stephanie? And I'm like, of course, this feud. Yeah, it feels like it's funny if this is only July to January or February. That it feels like the feud is like 3 years long, but it's only 6 months. Like, it feels like it's Cena Orton, but it's only like 6 months. If, I mean, if that's what the really time frame is. But yeah, it was a fun match. Duke has been okay, as much as we don't want to talk positive about him for some of his recent activities. He's been okay, and Triple H just seems like a guy they like a lot. He's always solid in the ring. Like, that's as much as I hate Triple H, he's always been a solid competitor. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm not a big Triple H fan either, so I second that. But
okay,
I didn't know what happened with Duke the Dumpster Josie, so I was What was there something in the news with
I
him?
think a couple of months ago he was not a good boy.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
There you go. That settles that.
I think so. Sorry, I apologize, Drew Cross, if you're listening. And
Oh yeah, I just googled that and
yeah,
not very.
wasn't
not
him?
very,
Wasn't him, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
definitely him.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get sued. Okay, phew.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want to lose those dividend checks that are coming in.
right. Right.
Then we get a Special Olympics highlight video. They really got involved in this, right? They had them at WrestleMania to do the national anthem. I think they had a lot of celebrities there, so good on them. Then we get the highlight from Raw of Sid bringing out the lumberjacks. Vince tries so hard to get the Diesel chant over. It's just so lame.
Oh,
It's so lame.
man.
Vince is so lame at this time. Then we get squash. I'll get the first one. Aldo Montoya, kind of a nothing match. He was humiliated a couple weeks ago against King. They kind of don't bring that up. It was just kind of seemed like King needed to beat someone. So just a normal squash you would see at this time. And then why don't you get your last guy and then finish up this.
Yeah. So we did have the With My Baby Tonight video for the 30th time. Also another landmark as to know when I was watching. Then we get a little I don't know if he's giving him a pep talk or what before the match, but it's Waylon Mercy and Jerry Flynn kind of in the back, and he's just being all gentleman-like with him and everything, talking to him before the match, which I thought was a cool touch.
Nothing different.
Yeah, and Jerry Flynn's been kind of a highlighted jobber they've been using. I wonder if they were, because Jerry Flynn was, I don't know if you watched WCW that much in the later years, but he got to be like a highlighted character.
Yeah.
And before that he was like in Japan, like in these like shoot promotions, like he's actually a pretty good worker. But
I think he's always been known as a good high flyer type worker.
Yeah, he was like a more of a martial arts kind of shoot style. He has a really good match with Ken Shamrock in like 1991, Japan. But yeah, it looked like they were kind of grooming him to be, a character soon. Like, they would take the jobbers and like Aldo Montoya. Was a jobber for a little while, then they kind of repackaged him into something. So I was wondering if they were have the idea for that with him, but
maybe it's weird. At this time, they definitely probably because they're just low on talent, right? You think about the Hardy Boys are around a lot,
right?
Jerry, like they had been known, right? Even though they were like 14 at this time.
Yep.
You got him. You have, I think you also had Barry Horowitz moves up.
Yep.
Right. So I wonder if some of that is kind of happening here of like, hey, we're going to give some of these guys a chance and start elevating the jobbers, right? Because it's only going to be like 2 more years before these type of matches are gone. So I wonder if they kind of already starting to think about this type of stuff. But
yeah,
good pick up by you.
So I mean, they have the match. It's into William Mercer's gimmick, which I'm liking right now. It's different. He does kind of like snap a little bit and go off, but then he plays the gentleman afterwards, so he gets the win there. Then we finish with Lawler and Yankum in the office. Yankum kind of like yells at the patient to open their mouth, and then they mention Bret Hart, and he kind of grinds the drill even more, which is it's not a pleasant sound to me. I'm not a big fan of dentists, but
nobody is.
Especially I gotta get 2 more wisdom teeth taken out here soon. So I'm not looking forward to that.
So judgy too.
Yeah.
My buddy's a dentist, and I'm always like, I hate going to you people. You're just so judgy.
They are, yeah.
Like, oh, I floss like enough, and I was like, no.
Well, that's always my thing. I'll floss. I don't floss all the time. I floss a good amount. And when I go, it's never enough. It's like, I'm like, do you guys just have to say that to everybody? Like, people aren't flossing 24/7. And it's just like
you're never good enough,
right? Yeah, it's fucking pricks. Yeah, but that's the segment to end there. But but it's campy as hell, right?
Yeah.
We haven't seen. I figured by now we'd at least see Yankum in a squash match.
Yeah. Now, was he a wrestler prior to this? You're better at this stuff than me.
Yes, yeah, he's called Unabomb.
Okay, yeah. So it feels weird he's not out already. Like, I guess if he was green, they were kind of let's get him go, but he's fought before. So
he's still green. He's still a couple years in. Like he was in WCW actually.
Yeah, he's not like the Giants. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's really fought nobody, and they do a 6-month build. Because they're like, hey, let's get the power plant. Like, so
he was actually in a tag team with Al Snow for a little while before this. Which it's weird that they're not like at least giving him a couple matches to kind of showcase that. But
totally agree.
I guess they want to get away with the vignettes too, right? Like they want to push that as far as they can, I guess. So,
all right. Anything else? I think that was it.
No, I think that wraps that up.
Yeah. We're gonna move to the last Raw. So this again, we're getting to the old tapings. Day after King of the Ring, June 26th. Still, again, from both these are from Pennsylvania. This is the July 17th. We get out. Vince they do a good job here. Talking up in your house, I thought throughout this one, we maybe will skip some of the stuff, but I think it does lead to a pretty good in your house buildup throughout it. We get the With My Baby Tonight and some of this other stuff, but they do kind of bring up all the matches I thought pretty well throughout this item. We get a sense that we get a promo that Shawn is going to fight IRS in a match. Make no sense. Like I thought this would make sense for the roadie. I mean, maybe they, it makes a little sense what they end up doing with the roadie, but IRS is so weird because he's part of the corporation. They're not even Shawn's competing with the corporation. It just doesn't make sense. Like have him fight. I don't care someone else that would just make more sense. Hog or someone, right? Not a corporation guy. And then it's kind of funny. We get the tag team champions again, Owen and Yoko. Really talk about the LA Powers are the favorites in that match. Kind of nothing match. And then we get Jean-Pierre Lafitte and, his squash. He's kind of been a guy, a new guy they've showcased a lot, kind of like Mercy, but haven't had him feud anyone yet. So fine enough match. These, both these guys are like Waylon Mercy solid enough in ring, but really haven't done anything. So it's kind of standard squash.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, they got guys that can work, right? Like Jean-Pierre Lafitte is kind of innovative in the ring, and they got other guys. Hakushu we haven't seen much of. Maybe he's back in Japan right now, but they have these young up and coming guys like Skip and Jean-Pierre Lafitte. Like they're all in gimmicks and everything, and it's weird to think that they could have went the WCW route. They could have had like this young, high flying like mid card.
Yeah.
And did the main the main event style on top of it, but they just didn't do that. They just kind of just went with the gimmicks instead, and then let WCW.
And they just didn't do anything with the gimmicks.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like it's like they just kind of Jean-Pierre Lafitte just kind of fights, and it's nothing. No, so it's like he's gonna fight Bret. It's just like. They could have some of these guys fighting together, Bomb versus, Waylon Mercy versus someone. They're just nonstop jobber matches, and it doesn't really build them up.
Well, and they're preaching like New Generation, and they're against the old like Sting or not Sting, Hogan and Savage. Like they're not that anymore, but their main event style is still the same old plotting, with Diesel on top. It's still the same, old WWF style. There's nothing new and innovative right now, like what ECW is doing. Like, there's a reason why so many people were watching ECW at this time, because WWF and WCW were both cartoon, kids-based, slower kind of products right now. So we get the JPL squash, we get another Fatu vignette, and With My Baby Tonight again. So we're gonna see that kind of pounded into the ground here soon.
Long. Yeah, it's fine enough, but it's like when you watch these back to back, it's just a lot.
Yeah, it's weird that they put so much into this and knowing what's going to happen.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
Like to see, and the fact that he just keeps coming back to the company is like, damn, how many chances did they give you?
Yeah, it's crazy too, like how long he's away for. Like, right. I thought it was a lot longer. You know what I mean? Like that it was like, he's there for like months or something, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I thought it would be like, he's gone, like he's gone for a month or two. Like he's gone for 6 months. Roddy's gone for like a year and a half. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, Jarrett leaves after the pay-per-view.
They both do.
He's right. And then Jarrett doesn't come back until 97, right?
I think he comes back for the Rumble and then he's gone again.
Oh wait, he fight Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's gone. Yeah, he's like there for a month. Like he's gone. I mean, it's just you wouldn't track.
Yeah, just the up and down, like especially with all the investment they gave him. Just kind of weird to see where he goes. So then from that video, the video package, we're gonna get the Shawn versus IRS match, and crazy to me that IRS is still here. It doesn't seem like he should still be around. And in this match, like it's a solid little match. Like it's a good, this era Shawn Michaels style match. It's like the opponent that kind of fits that match. And his shirt, was his shirt blue or
blue.
was he sweat
No,
that
it's
much?
blue.
Okay.
It's blue. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of those like funny things where it's like always talked about.
Right.
Yeah.
So he always sweats so much. I was wondering if he had the blue shirt. So maybe somebody from the office had to lend him a shirt because he wasn't wrestling so much, and he forgot his gear. But yeah, solid little match. Shawn's doing his shtick of getting into the crowd and kind of playing up and doing the showboating kind of thing. This is like the babyface Shawn of this era. So solid little match here. I've got to think IRS is out in the next month or two. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I don't know because so many of these guys' last pay-per-views are
Royal Rumble?
No, this one.
Okay.
As Lumberjacks. Like they're all as Lumberjacks. So that's like their
Right.
last appearance. But like when
okay.
they're gone, I don't know, right? We have to
Right.
kind of follow them.
Right.
Well, IRS definitely is gone for first Nitro, right? So he doesn't make it past Labor Day. But I think it's like with that weekend because I think it was similar to Luger where it's like
Okay.
he leaves. So, but I'm not certain on that. But there's a lot of guys that will be at the as a lumberjack and then immediately gone.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, and I also put that Vince is so in love with Shawn during this match. Like it's,
Dude, it's
over the top.
it makes you think what Bret Hart said is true.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's a little over the top.
Yeah, and I think Vince forgets his name because he's calling him the tax man in front of IRS. So I do think he forgot his name.
Right.
It was fine enough. Again, it's weird that Shawn's fighting DiBiase's crew. Just doesn't make sense. It's funny that the super kick, because I've watched it in your house already, like the super kick really pumps up from here on. Like he beats him like that. He throws out IRS. Like, normally the guy like rolls him out, but he throws him out of the ring. Like they're making the super kick out to be a strong move. Way better than his old move. So,
right.
But he's got no, doesn't kick up a band, doesn't come out of nowhere yet. It's just kind of a kick and it's supposed to knock him out. So, but a fine enough match. But again, it was just kind of weird. Just trying to set up. And then Sid does come out like, Vince says Sid comes out and he doesn't. And then King's like, wait, I don't think he's there. So I think they had something planned because then, they have Diesel come out later. So I feel like they had something planned and then Vince just started going off of it. And then it clearly didn't work or like whatever it is. But it was just funny where Vince is like, oh, there's Sid. And he's done this before where he knows it, but then no one comes out. So
right.
It was very weird. But because then we get a quick Kama swash and then we get Vince in the ring with Diesel. Diesel brings out all his lumberjacks. We kind of saw this last week where Sid brought out all of his lumberjacks. Pretty cool. Then Sid comes out with his lumberjacks. Pretty hot segment to end it. Like I thought it was awesome. I thought this is what we love about, Survivor Series. And we like some of these on Rumbles where you kind of got this chaos happening. And you kind of know who's on what side, but you don't like when the feuds are going to happen, which kind of, comes out of the lumberjack match.
Right.
So I thought really well done. Hot segment. They kind of really pick up Sid. And if you're kind of there and this ends the night, maybe it's a little bit of a downer. Like, okay, that didn't feel like anything. But your goal is to set up a pay-per-view. And I thought they did that fine enough.
Yeah, this is what. So while there's been a lot of shitty matches and a lot of shitty builds, this is the kind of stuff I think WWF does best. Is build like the intrigue, the story part of the match. Like on paper, right? No one's looking forward to a Diesel versus Sid match. They just don't mesh well together. They're both not very good in the ring, especially at this point. Okay. And then you do something like this though, where you build both teams kind of back in their guy, and it looks pretty good visually. So this is a good setup. Yep.
I thought that was well done, and I thought it leads to the pay-per-view. Exactly what you need going into a pay-per-view.
Right.
Then we go to Superstar 722. This is, again, taped to that back half of that thing. We get randomly the Blue Brothers out to face 1, 2, 3 Kid and Savio Vega. Again, they're kind of weird.
Yeah.
That the 1, 2, 3 and Savio Vega, like this feels like it should have been Razor, given that Razor and Savio are going to fight
Exactly.
in the thing, but maybe Razor wasn't there or not ready yet. Like, he missed King of the Ring, so this is the day after. So I'm guessing Razor wasn't ready yet. Is my
right.
my thoughts. It is kind of what I'm thinking, but crowd could care less about Savio. He's still not over. Again, this is kind of hard where it's 2 days after the pay-per-view. If you didn't order the pay-per-view and you're going to this taping, you really don't know him. And it's the end of the night. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, or you don't know that he's a big star. And again, it's the end of the night. So,
right.
Tough. This would have been a better match maybe at the beginning of the night. Like, kind of two high flyers. No, sorry, he's not a high flyer, but he's good enough.
Right.
And the Blue Brothers are just brutal. They're just terrible. Zabakaya is pretty good and gets involved here in the match. So I like that.
I kind of popped for that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
cool.
Dutch Mantel.
It's pretty good there. They get the win from him doing it. So I don't know what that's going to set up, but it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put that this might be the biggest upset ever because my note is that they were just trying to make Savio Vega the star and he's going to lose to the Blue Brothers.
Exactly.
This might be one of the biggest upsets of all time. Like if you told me this match, I'm like, I'm putting $100,000 on Savio and 1, 2, 3 kid to see them lose to the Blue Brothers who haven't beat anyone.
Really.
So.
Yeah, and then from there we get another Fatu vignette. So they're kind of pumping this up.
Yeah, make a difference, buddy.
Right. Gotta imagine we see him pretty soon. It's not like he's a new wrestler. He's just a new character.
And they mention it somewhere on one of them that he was from the Head Shrinkers or something like that.
Right.
So,
he just wants to make a difference now.
Yeah, there was some kind of comment that, hey, we've seen this guy before.
Yeah. So, they're not really hiding the fact that he was just eating raw chicken a few months ago. So, then we get a Rad Radford squash. This always pains me because I like Louis Piccoli as a wrestler, and I think he fit in this era, this grunge era, and they just gave him a terrible break here. Brutal. He's good in the ring, especially for his size.
His music's terrible too.
Yeah, it's just the package. It's like
WCW's music, where it's garbage music, and they're like, let's take that. Like whoever wrote the WCW music came over to write his.
Right, brutal. And it's he was pretty big in Mexico at this time. He's like his name was Madonna's boyfriend.
Okay,
but he was very good in the ring, and he just didn't get a break here at all until he goes to ECW. So then we also get another ECW guy next who kind of falls down the same pattern with a skip squash, but he actually has a little bit more potential with Sonny at his side. And it's weird that they never like this is the launching point for Sonny, not so much Skip. And it's just weird that they didn't ride this duo for a while. Like they, stuck them in a tag team, and Sonny kind of eventually goes her way. I don't know why they didn't work this as a package for a little while.
Well, probably because Sonny was boning.
I mean, that's probably your main point there. But I mean, he probably lobbied, but it's not like he had her as part of the act either.
Yeah.
But maybe he was getting her separated from him on the road, kind of thing. So maybe there was some of that there. And then we follow that with another Lawler Yankum vignette. So they're pushing that heavy. I know we get we get Bret and Yankum at SummerSlam, don't we? Or is that? I don't remember. We're gonna get that soon, I think.
Which one? Sorry.
Bret and Isaac Yankum. Is that?
Yeah, they're SummerSlam for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So and I know the cage match is on Raw. So
yeah, the cage match is that's like post. That might be. But the standard match is
right. Okay, so we might still be a little ways from seeing him in the ring, as far as Yankum goes.
Yeah, so it's gotta be soon, but kind of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We do get and we got Bomb with his Bomb squads. We get throwing the footballs. We got Barry Jasinski showing his T-shirt, a terrible shirt. For your house too. I hope no one bought that. And then Skip, just real quick. I think Skip's a little bit more than Rad Radford. They give him a lot of time on the mic, vignettes. They also, I know he lost to Barry Horowitz, but at least it's a feud.
Yeah.
So they bring that up a ton, which is good. I thought they show footage from it again. So I like it. And we'll see how this goes before they kind of turn into a tag team with Zip and kind of really fall apart. But this is good so far from them. So that's it. Anything else you want to add before we go on to
I think we're good.
Awards? We get our so we'll move on to awards. We got most new gen outfits. We got some big time players in this.
Yeah. Man, so I'm just gonna have to go because I just got the figure of it, and it's if you see it on the shelf, it pops. I'm gonna have to go with the Make a Difference Fatu. All those colors that I did not expect to see out of this Savage. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with the In Your House 2 shirt.
Oh,
like it's just brutal.
Yeah.
It's so lame. Like
shirt.
Yeah, it's just so lame. Like sitting Diesel
So
or just kind of
lazy.
lazy. Most new gen performer out here. I think we got a lot of guys out here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. I think I'm actually gonna. Oh man, hold on. I don't know if I want to go there. I think I'm actually gonna go Shawn. I think he was solid in his match with IRS. He's good in a segment with Diesel. Well, that's on the pay-per-view that I watched, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Shawn.
All right, good on that. I'm gonna go with My Baby Tonight video. Like it was very new gen. Just the highlights of it, the singers, the ladies, all of it. Anything worst match or segments?
Worst match or segment? There wasn't anything too. Because it reminded me that I'm getting my wisdom teeth taken out soon, I'm gonna go with that first Lawler and Yankees segment.
Lawler, okay, and I'll go IRS's blue shirt. Just the fact, I don't think he was terrible in the match, but just the fact he was there, it meant nothing. It was no feuds. It made no sense. Just everything about it was just
right.
Best match or segments?
I mean, more because it's my launching point. No, I'm here. I'm gonna go with Triple H versus Duke Droese.
All right, I'll go the same. I thought that was pretty good comparatively to everything else.
Right.
Anyone stock up?
I think I know who I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Shawn. I think they're building to the Intercontinental title match. I think his babyface turn is a good, breath of fresh air for him character-wise. So I'm gonna go with Shawn.
Shawn. I will go with. Give me a second. I'll figure someone good out. There's really no one. I'll go Waylon Mercy. I thought that was good. Segment, difference, backstage.
Yeah.
So anyone stock down?
I don't know if it's just because he's so disappointing in this title run, but I'm just gonna have to go Diesel. Like he's not leading he's not leading as far as interest goes in the main event scene, and I'm actively not looking forward to his matches. So I'm gonna have to go Diesel.
I'll go same. He's been brutal. The interview was kind of weak, even that it wasn't very pumped up. The ad segment was cool, but again, Vince's lame ass chance of Diesel too. Is just so lame too. So he's just a guy that Vince would never do that. Like Hogan.
Right.
It's just
right.
So I'll go him too. It's just you can see kind of he's just not leading that main event. And Sid's probably not there to help either, but it's not helping things out. So
right.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening, rating, and review, and we'll see everyone in 2 weeks for Your House 2.
Yes, sir.
Thanks everyone. See you soon.